Is that cat taking a shit in our yard? This is my cat's territory!
Smile vacant for the picture. Parents waiting in the driveway. Over in Arizona. Why you packing up your suitcase? Hasn't anybody told you?
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm happy to see you. You're looking well. Did you do something different to your hair? No? That's what I thought. I recently started taking better care of my health again because, as we all know, quarantine has been difficult and might not be eating the best. But over the past few months, I started making smoothies in the morning again because I used to do that frequently. I think I've talked about this in a past video, but I'm back on smoothies. I've been trying to be more conscious about what I'm eating. I've been trying to cut back on my refined sugars because they make me feel bad. And I've also been watching my meat consumption because while I'm not vegetarian or vegan or anything at this point in time, it's still important to me that I'm not overdoing it when it comes to animal products. I try to be mindful that a portion of meat doesn't have to be as large as I was raised to believe. And I've also been pretty good with my water intake because I don't really drink pop or anything. I haven't for many years. But I really like sparkling water, so I often drink a lot of sparkling water. I've been trying to drink more, as I like to call it, unsparkling water. This is all to say that I've been trying to take better care of my health. So I saw an ad for Care of, which is, if you don't know, a monthly vitamin subscription service. It seemed interesting, so I thought why not give it a shot, and I ordered a month's worth of vitamins and supplements. So I'm briefly going to touch on the concerns I had with my body that I was trying to target with the vitamins and supplements, and then I'm going to tell you what Care of recommended to me. Ever since I was young, I've had problems with eczema or eczema, whatever you want to call it, and as I got older it started to go away, but as I got even older than that, aka recently, it's kind of come back and it started to plague my life again. One thing that hasn't gone away since I was a child is what I believe to be like a scalp psoriasis. So I think that might be related to like my eczema. It's not dandruff, it's more, I don't want to go into it, it's kind of embarrassing, but it's more of like a buildup. As a teen, I did not have a lot of like pimples or anything like that. But again, another thing that happened to me as I got older was I started to break out really bad. So those were some things. I wanted to try and target my eczema. I wanted to target my scalp psoriasis and breakouts. And then the other thing I wanted to target was more of my mood and mental health. Being at home all the time, I'm very lethargic, lazy. I'm easily stressed out or anxious, so I wanted to see if I could take vitamins to try and help with my brain and my energy and stuff like that. When you go onto the Care of website, you can take a quiz and it asks you about what your concerns are and what your diet is like and all sorts of questions about what vitamins you should be taking. After I took the quiz, they recommended to me 6 things. The first thing they recommended was vitamin D, which is supposed to be for your bones. I didn't say anything about needing that, but I think it's because of my altitude that they asked me a question and they were like, you should be taking vitamin D. Okay, whatever. The next thing they recommended to me was vegetarian collagen for my dry skin. Then they recommended to me fish oil because of my dry skin, but also because I do not eat a lot of fish. It's very rare that I eat fish. I probably should eat more fish. There you go. Then the fourth thing they recommended to me was iron, but they had a very specific question which asked, has your doctor recommended you take more iron? That must be super common for them to ask that question, otherwise they are stalking me like through my phone, because yes, my doctor has recommended that I take iron. I went and got a blood test and so low. So of course I said, yes, my doctor has recommended I take iron, and I was even on prescription iron for a while, so iron made sense. Then the last pill that they recommended to me was something I'd never heard of, and it's called rhodiola. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It didn't really say a lot about what it was or what it was for, so I looked it up, and rhodiola is meant to target like energy, stress, and mental health. Then the last thing, the 6th thing they recommended to me was a powder, and they recommended to me a bovine collagen powder for my dry skin. First of all, the word bovine really threw me off. I'll get into that again in a bit. But that was what the quiz recommended to me based on my concerns. I just want to quickly talk about some of the things I wasn't sure about based on their recommendation, or some of my skepticisms about vitamins. First of all, a lot of the stuff they recommended to me had animal product in it, and right off the bat I just felt weird about that. Like I said earlier, I'm not vegetarian or vegan, but it just felt like I was adding extra animal product in my daily life that I wasn't even taking before. But the biggest one for me was the bovine collagen powder. Mentally, I had a hard time overcoming that. The only way I can describe it was that adding it to my smoothies every morning, I was like, cow smoothie, cow smoothie, cow smoothie. And I would take a sip of my smoothie and I was like, you are drinking cow in your smoothie. That was a mental hurdle. Once I got used to it, I didn't notice it, but it felt weird. I've heard from multiple sources, just don't take my word for it, that ingesting collagen does not do anything for your skin. So when they recommended to me 2 different kinds of collagen, I was like kind of raising my eyebrow at them about whether that was going to do anything or not. I do believe that there are some vitamins and supplements that are going to help you, but I also believe that there are some that you're just gonna piss out the next morning. And finally, another thing I did over the month was track my mood. Of course, this was a little short-sighted. Like, I don't really have any other months to compare to it because I only tracked my mood for the month that I was taking them. But we can still take a look at that and see whether my mood improved or got worse or stayed the same. But I can only speculate from what I remember of the months prior. When I finally got the package, it came in a cute little red box and it had my powder and vitamins. One thing that was super cute was that all the vitamins come in individually packaged little like bags. I think that is so smart because instead of throwing all your vitamins in one of those every day of the week things, you can literally take your vitamins and go anywhere. You can throw them in your pocket, you can throw them in your purse, you can keep them in different spots where you might need them. One of the big reasons I love that is that those little bags are compostable. Compost queen. Another cool thing was that on every package of your daily dose, they would have something like a daily challenge or a quote or a fact. I really like today's fact. It says the US has more museums than Starbucks and McDonald's locations combined, which is actually surprising to me. Like, they pretty much dominate society. But I like today's quote. It says, "There are 2 ways of spreading light, to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it," by Edith Wharton. Oh my god, that's beautiful. I'll shed a tear for real. Watch me, bitch. In each pack, I would have 6 pills because they gave me 2 fish oils in every daily pack. So I would take 6 pills and then the powder separately. You can also put the powder in your coffee or something like that, but mentally, bovine coffee was way worse than bovine smoothie. So I would put the powder in my smoothie every morning and I would take my pills. There were several occasions where the convenience of throwing a little pack in my purse was so helpful. If I was in the car. Today's challenge, start reading a new book today. If you usually read fiction, try non-fiction and vice versa. All I can promise is that I'll read some manga today.
Ta-da! This is what Emma needs to read.
I'm taking my pills.
Getting along with people is easy.
So convenient. That is one of the big selling points of Cara for me. Honestly, taking 6 pills was kind of a lot. So I would have to take my pills in like 3 doses, but honestly by the end of the month I could take the fish oils and then the other 4. It was kind of a hit or miss whether I was going to like throw up or not trying to take that many pills, but maybe my pill game is just weak. They do have a bit of a taste to them. Oh my god, I'm gagged. That one went down wrong. It went down sideways in my throat. It said, "How do you feel about breathing today?" Because I think not. Now let's talk about whether I noticed any results. First of all, with my skin. Honestly, I didn't notice any difference with my scalp psoriasis. Just as itchy as ever, just as flaky, killing it with the flakes. I don't even know if it's possible for vitamins to help with that. My eczema, it definitely flared up at some point this month, but I don't have any right now. So maybe it did something. Maybe a month is too short of a time for it to make any major differences in my life. My breakouts, not too bad. They kind of just seemed normal. I do believe that something like taking fish oil every day is bound to come up with results over time, but maybe a month was just too little. As for energy and stress, let's take a look at my mood chart. I'm really sorry, somebody's mowing the lawn, please ignore it. So taking a look at my mood chart, you can see all the different colors, and if you go to my stats, you can see kind of the ups and downs. There are primarily good days. So days when I said things were good, there were a few days where I said things were great. There's also quite a few days where I said they were meh, or I said bad. But as far as I'm concerned, I didn't have any terrible days, so it's kind of a win. I did not go into the red. That's great for me. I don't know if that's the weather. I don't know if it's the pills or the rhodiola. I don't know. All I can say is that I did notice a difference. Yes, I had a few meltdowns, primarily over old people growing old together and one of them dying too early and the other one having to live for like 20 more years, and then they meet up in heaven when they finally die, and then they're together for eternity. So I had a few mental breakdowns about stories like that. Me actually sobbing because they grew old together and then they met in heaven. One of them died too. Okay. One of them died too early. And the other one lived for like 20 more years. I had dance parties. I spent time with my family. I even went for a few runs this month. That's incredible. I hate running. Today's Care of challenge was to go for a walk without my phone, but today I just feel like not the best. Like the weather's not very nice, so I don't want to go outside. I mean, not that I really go outside anyway. Do you ever just have one of those days where it's like you don't really feel bad, but you feel like you would rather just go to sleep and then try again tomorrow? I'm just gonna go on the treadmill and then hope that I get like endorphins or some shit and then I feel better. Obviously during one's period, you go through it. Honestly, I feel like I actually had a worse time this month on my period mentally and energy wise than I have in prior months, but I've also just been kind of off my game with my period lately, so I don't really want to say that the vitamins interacted with it positively or negatively. Yeah, I basically stayed in bed for a week and it was an issue. Although I'm sure the iron was helpful because I didn't have a drop of blood left in my body that week. What are my final thoughts? I thought the daily challenge, the daily quote, the facts, stuff like that was super cute. It made me excited to take my vitamins every day. I liked the convenience. I liked that the packaging was compostable. I thought that was great. I liked that it was personalized. I liked that I could add extra stuff if I wanted to, or change stuff. I love that there were vegetarian and vegan options. I liked the little dispenser. I thought it was cute. I could put it on my desk, and every morning when I'd go over to my desk, I could pull out my little vitamins. And they were visually there. It was convenient. They were stored well. There are so many things I like about Care of. I also believe in healthy chain reactions. So whether the vitamins did anything or not, I was consciously making a choice every day to do something about my health. Maybe just making that conscious decision, something that's so easy as just taking a few pills every day, if that helps kickstart you into eating better or making smoothies by putting the powder in them or working out, whatever it is, if that's the first step, if that creates a chain reaction, then I support vitamins. Even if the vitamins do nothing, you as a person are doing something. Another cool thing I realized about Care of is that they have an app and rewards program. So if you go into the app and track your vitamins every day, you basically get these points that you can later use to redeem on vitamin samples or like those little vitamin sticks or actual merchandise, and if you save up a heck of a lot of points, you can get some really crazy stuff. I don't know how many vitamins I'd have to take to get that stuff, but like, damn, you can dream, right? Am I saying there's gonna be a next time? Actually, I would be willing to try it again. If I had the money. Maybe I would cut down on the amount of vitamins and supplements that I ordered, and then it would be more worth it to me. But I think I paid around $50, $60 for all of that, and it's just too much for me to keep up with. Were my results stellar? Not really. I didn't notice too much of a difference. Did I only take them for a month? Yes. I don't think it's fair to judge them after only a month. I hope that that helped you in some way if you were looking into Care of and you weren't quite sure what it was going to be like. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in taking it, or if you have taken it, what are your thoughts? Would you take it? Are you considering it now? Was this helpful at all? Thank you so much for watching this far. It made the world to me that you did. You can like, comment, subscribe if you want to, but hey, I'm not forcing you to do anything. I won't force you the way that I forced 6 pills down my throat at once. Big mistakes. But truly, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Bye! Anyway, this looks like, oh, it's on the floor. No, why would you betray me? It's not even gonna make
Peace out.